And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday. Those birds chirping because I forgot to mute the game. Okay, so last time we left off, I was about to go deal with the Bennett issue.
Ever change?
But then I crashed the game because somebody told me to try and spawn in Lothar and it doesn't seem to work.
He listened to the wrong people.
Hey, Monday. Don't lie to me. What did we do? We got the crawler armor. I don't think we did much else. It was a bunch of, like, you know, usual side quests, but now I'm gonna go try and, break out Bennett.
What I heard.
I swear to God, if I slept away 2 days, there's gonna be a problem. Excuse me.
That was obvious.
What am I? Phone? Come on. The fuck is my phone downloading?
That was obvious all along.
Yes, it's Saturday.
You don't have to tell me that.
What is this? Oh, yeah.
Just
Well, might as well look appropriate. We're about to play Adjudicator.
I have the eye. It's broken.
What? By Enos! What have you done? We need the eye. Speak to Pyrokar. There must be a way to put it back together.
Well, that's exactly what we're here for.
I need to talk to you about Bennett.
But that's the mercenary who murdered one of my men.
I tried to revive Lothar, and I actually tried it again before I started the stream. For some reason, trying to insert characters just crashes the game for me. I don't know how to fix that.
How come you're so sure that Bennett is the killer?
We have a witness. As you can see, there is no doubt about the mercenary's guilt.
Who is that witness?
Cornelius, the governor's secretary, saw the murder. His description fits Bennett, no doubt about that. As far as I am concerned, that settles the matter. The mercenary will hang for treason.
Treason? I would say murder and, I don't know, there's a couple other crimes there, I'm sure.
I believe that Bennett is innocent.
The evidence is clear. He is guilty.
So what if the proof is wrong?
Be careful what you say. You raise some serious accusations. If you cannot present me with evidence that the witness lied, then you had best hold your tongue.
You'd speak to a revered magician in such a way. To really have that man burned at the stake. Alright, well, we gotta speak with old corn dog.
You saw the murder of Lothar, didn't you?
I need not answer any questions about a current investigation. Lord Hagen already has everything I know on record.
What was it you saw?
Really, I haven't got any time now. You need to go now. The office is closing.
Office is closing. It's the middle of the day.
Enough of that. What did you see?
I saw how the mercenary struck down the paladin from behind, and then he took his sword and rammed it through his chest.
Are you completely sure?
Yes, of course. I saw it with my own eyes. But I really haven't got any time now. There's a huge pile of paperwork I need to do.
Yeah, maybe that's why it didn't work, because I just tried doing insert Lothar, and it auto-completed it, so I figured that was the proper tag.
I don't believe you.
So what? What are you going to do about it?
So I think no matter what faction you are, you can bribe him, but the mercenaries and the fire mages have free ways of doing it. For some reason, only the militia have to actually pay out of pocket to get his real testimony.
They could make you talk in the monastery.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we have ways to bring out the truth. Painful ways.
Oh God,
No,
dropping
please
frames.
don't. I'll tell you everything you want.
So what really happened?
I didn't see what happened. I received some gold for blaming that mercenary. In times like these, it's everyone for himself. I needed that money.
Who paid you?
That's enough. He'll kill me if I rat him out.
Are you going to tell that to Lord Hagen too?
I'm not a lunatic. I can't stay in town now. I'll give you my diary. That should be proof enough.
And off he goes. I'd like to follow him, because something hilarious happens when we chase him out of the gates.
path of virtue is long and rocky.
Yeah, but Vatras is too busy,
That's been known a
you know,
long
preaching to the choir down there. He doesn't have time for affairs of state. So somehow, even though...
We can only wait.
I guess this isn't the same sprinting animation. I always figured it was, but we are actually moving faster than him. Huh.
Just you.
I don't know why the Seeker let him get so far before trying to hit him. Alright, well now they're coming after me. Holy crap. Oh god, it's firing. Jesus Christ, I didn't think they would try and do that. Damn. Well, that fucked up.
That's all just gossip.
Now I gotta start all this over again. So yeah, if you chase him out the gate, the Seekers out there will kill him. If you don't, he shows up elsewhere, and we'll find him afterwards. Yeah, apparently, for such a bulky guy, he's quite the sprinter.
That's been known a long time.
I don't know, I don't feel like insert always causes problems. It doesn't cause problems when you're not loading in, like, a human. Like, I think it can spawn in a wolf or something, and there's no issues.
Enos enlightens all those who
Now, let's try it.
recognize his wisdom.
Insert wolf? Might not be the right wolf. I don't know what the tags are for
Hardly know
creatures.
what to believe these days.
That was no big deal.
Yeah, I don't know what problems you have in Black Wolf, because
Change?
the only problems I've had are the ones that I told you how to fix last night, and if that's not helping, I'm not really sure what to do. So it's
I'm no better
Pal
off myself.
203 Lothar.
No time for thinking.
Hey, it worked! Fancy that.
I'd have done it differently.
Wait a minute.
No idea.
First, that is... And
That's really
Huh.
not.
I've got to.
as long as the king's...
Wait a minute.
That was no big deal.
They don't have anything else to say. You lied to me.
Is it really?
What's up, Vlada Games?
I couldn't care less.
We're not dealing with goblins today. Oh, come on.
Really not my problem.
I'm just gonna stand here.
You don't have to tell me that.
Alright, well, you're supposed to be dead for canon's sake, so hurry up and die. Okay, I guess you're just gonna stand there.
There, done that.
Whatever, he'll disappear.
I'm not telling you anything new.
No, don't encourage him. We don't need goblins in the stream tonight. This morning. Whatever
That's really not
today is. Yes, yes, yes.
Speak.
We.
Yeah. He was really determined to make sure I knew the rules.
Telling you anything new.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Maybe if I hadn't left the rules thing open, he might have said something. Whatever. Let's
I look.
go through all this again.
Well, really. And yeah, but
And he works all day, too.
that's what? No,
Someone's got to do the work.
I in who that are you in?
And off he goes. Let's read his book. Larry just keeps going on like that. When they have last night, visited by one of those black hoods. Offered me 20,000 gold pieces to make sure that one of the mercenaries gets convicted, and yet we can bribe him with 2,000 more. He's also making himself a, you know, most wanted man in this town, so how the hell is he going to spend that money anyway?
Cornelius lied.
How did you know that?
Here, I've got his diary. Everything's in there.
That slimy little criminal.
Slimy.
In view of the new evidence, there is not by virtue of that the prisoner Bennett, Cornelius, is to be taken.
He's made himself scarce.
Sooner or later he will turn up, then we shall arrest.
And if you kill him or see the Seekers kill him, Cornelius, the dialogue does change to reflect that, which is pretty cool.
You know,
Slimy little criminal. I did not do Salandril's quest. I got all the mining shares, but I did not turn them in yet because I want to make sure we get his full merchant inventory before we do that. So I think it does continue to expand in later chapters. Alright, so we're gonna go find Cornelius. He ends up running to the... what you call it? The bandit cave. That's interesting. Mercenaries only get the last part of that quest. Which part? The Salandril part? I don't really remember. I haven't actually done Mercenaries in years. Oh, the old Bandito's still here.
Nothing there.
Guess he's got a permacorpse thing going on. Doing math tests. Well, that sounds fun. So old corn dog ends up running away here and hiding out for the rest of his life. At least he's got this all nicely furnished.
Leave me alone.
He's actually, I think, a pretty... Oops. Let's turn that off. Actually, I think a pretty tough fight if you try to take him on, like, straight.
Just you wait.
Oh, maybe not.
Son of a bitch.
Forgot he doesn't have weapons. Yeah, it does have sick dropkicks, though. I guess I'll leave him be. I was gonna rob him. I was gonna kill him, but I think actually Vatras gets pissed off if he finds out you do that, which he always finds out. Who knew the guy who gave you the picture? Well, that was him that we just saw at the campfire. The wargs got him. Oh god, it's the Seeker. Hey, I can learn, what's it called? The ice block now. Oh. No sense using mana items if we got a bed over here. Maybe we'll kill him after all. He deserves it. Slimy little criminal. That is actually probably what it was. Oh god, Melty's invisible. Why is that?
I'm not telling you anything new. No one must violate the divine order.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Yeah, Milton. I call him Melty.
Told you that.
Teach me.
About it differently.
Oh, Ice Block was 10. I thought it was 15. Ball Lightning is a garbage spell. Never invest in it. Yeah, Milton, he's like the highest magician in the land. He can only teach you the first 2 circles, but he knows invisibility spells when no other mage does. I do not have an Ice Block scroll. I don't remember what it takes to make it.
You don't have to ask me that.
It just doesn't do damage in this game for some reason. Glacier Quartz, Aquamarine. I got both of them.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Is it really true?
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Oh yeah, I couldn't figure out what you meant for a second. I thought you meant like something he actually said, but no, he was like cheering me on.
I need
so I
a
was
few-
wiping out Aegon. This actually, you know what? Never dawned on me, but the bonus mana from that really should use it, even if it's not a good melee weapon. So I guess we'll hang on to that. I just hate the fact that it stays on your back like that. For some reason, to me, it doesn't look magely.
You should have known better.
Will it ever change?
There have been all kinds of rumors.
I always love the little shimmy he does up to the rune table. Ice bloke.
Will it ever change?
That puts us at 125 mana. So we can ice block a fool,
Do you really think?
and then have a couple chances to use a storm. So that'll probably be enough to wipe out.
No one must violate the divine order.
Actually, we can just cheese ice block to keep him
About it differently.
stuck anyway.
Could have told you that before.
The most annoying thing about being a mage, though, is the fact that you have to keep so many runes on your quick bar
Could have told you that before.
that you have to constantly swap out teleportation runes.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
I know the glitch with it. I'm not trying to use the glitch.
You don't have to ask me.
I want to keep it, you know, I'll demonstrate in the walkthrough, because, you know, I want to be thorough, but I don't actually want to use it for gameplay purposes, because I'm trying to show how to do this legitimately.
Never would have thought.
That's not what I heard.
I thought the golem riddle was pretty basic.
Watch out. You tell
They haven't really had complicated puzzles. The only thing is, anytime they do try to make a complicated puzzle, either the riddle makes no sense, or it's the kind of thing that only makes sense when it's not translated. Like, I remember in Risen 2, there was a, like, the DLC, the Treasure, oh god, I almost fell. Treasure Isle DLC. There was something in the riddle that told you which grave to dig up, but when it was translated, it made no sense. It only made sense in German. All the localizations broke the riddle, basically. It just became guesswork. I mean, yeah, I've played Mortal Kombat in, like, arcades way back in the day, but I haven't played it since I was a kid. I'm not that into fighting games. And, well, Bennett is free. Report back to the land, yeah, the landowner's farm. It's actually funny, the Chromanin quest was supposed to have an ending, but they ran out of time to complete it. They just left it open-ended.
No one really wants to hear that.
Where did you pick that up then?
No better off myself.
I used to say that myself.
Do you really believe that?
What was I doing? Oh yeah, Benet.
Nobody ever asked.
So at this point,
Man, and
this is
here
where
I
you'd get the
was
Dragon
thinking
Hunter
they'd
armor
really
if
hang
you
me.
were a
Well, it worked
mercenary.
all right in the end.
You can say that again. You should have seen the face of the soldier when he had to let me out. He was so scared, he almost did it in his pants.
God knows
Which
why, because
reminds
he's
me,
armed and you weren't.
I've got something for you.
What do you mean?
A present.
Or Noter? Not sure what that means. Hello, Lucifer.
Nothing's ever going to change if I didn't have enough problems.
What present?
We have heard of the dragon.
They're really...
All right, anyway, I thought you would...
And?
Here, take this amulet.
He gives us
He wants to know.
Amulet of Life, which is pretty nice, I guess, but not a good trade-off for the 10 mana we'd lose.
Can you have a...
Sure, let me...
How long will it...
If you leave it here with me, and I won't even...
No idea. You tell
Alright, well, I'll let him hang on to it
All right.
until we're back from Jarkandar. So we won't need it in the meantime. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Like, the soldier shouldn't have been scared, because it's a single unarmed mercenary
You didn't get that from me.
in the barracks full of royal soldiers who would kill him if he tried to start a fight.
Is it really true?
It had to happen sooner or later.
You have to step
If you ain't got the nerves to stare down an unarmed man, you got no business being a soldier.
He really should have known better.
Off myself.
What can I...
That'll never change.
hardly know what to believe.
Never would have thought of that himself.
I used to say that myself.
I agree with you completely.
I'll hang on to that in case we ever need to resort to melee, because staff is not going to cut it.
Is it really true? I've got my own opinion.
Well, we don't need that. Don't need that. We're really not going to need the ring armor anymore either.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Although I think we can give that to the dude in the hermit in Jarkandar, so.
Been there, done that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
No idea. You tell me.
Never would have thought of that.
So what next? Actually, I don't know if Lee gives us anything
He really should have known better.
for
shouting at
That was no big
Lucifer. Thanks for following.
It's quite obvious.
Same old thing.
He didn't get that from me. Will it
ever change? You don't have to leave these days.
Is it really true?
You entered the monastery?
You just noticed?
I expected anything but that. You can't become a mercenary anymore now, but who knows? We'll see. But don't...
They were more likely to seek vengeance when he was still in prison. Oh god, the frames.
Nothing you can do about it.
And he
At least he doesn't see good work.
Alright, so 150 XP for that.
Nothing amazing.
I'll take it.
Don't tell me you didn't know
Been
that.
there, done that.
Himself was after him.
that will never change.
Never knew that.
You hardly know what to believe anymore.
No idea. You tell me.
Right, let's head back to the harbor real quick. I think I have not sold...
Of course we got him in the end.
Well, did I?
Been there, done that.
Nope, still gotta sell the black troll hide to
No idea. You tell me.
It can't go on
Bosper.
forever.
I've got no time for things like that.
I've already done Gothic 3, man. I might experiment. There's this, like, some kind of rebalancing mod that a friend of mine keeps telling me about that I want to check out. But I'm not going to do a full walkthrough of it again. Unless I really run out of shit to do.
Be a problem.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Yeah, I do like the character development in terms of, like, your strength and, you know, capabilities in the first two Gothic games seems much more pronounced than almost any other game I can think of.
There you are.
Here I am again.
I won't tell her a thing.
I've got a few skins for.
What the hell is this skin?
I ripped a troll off for that one.
That is worth a small fortune. And the hide of a black troll at that. Good work.
It's the single most expensive skin you can give him.
I'm not touching you.
But I would think it would be worth more than that. I think that's exactly what Raoul gives you for it too, so it's good to give it to him first and then knock him down to get it back.
And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar.
I really don't see any point to doing Constantino.
And Beliar spoke to
Herod, I'll experiment with it just to try and figure out how much money we can get off of him. Just by forging, like, basic swords. I don't like the idea of spending a lot of learning points just to... Tell you what, when I do the mercs... I will just go... No, when I do the paladins, I'll go straight melee. Just so that I can... no, it should be the mercs, because then they get the best weapon. When I do the mercs, I'll go straight melee, just so I can... I don't know what I want to do. I'll figure something out. Yeah, the mushrooms will probably... Yeah. I don't know, because there's no point to doing Constantino. He doesn't give you anything you can't get from other people. Hell, he'll even teach you the potions in Chapter 3. Regardless. And grand total, you get less money from him than anybody else. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Kind of want to do as many of the quests right now as we can before moving on, but nah, fuck it. Where am I going? I need to go this way. We're gonna head on to Jarkandar this morning. Yeah, this game, nobody really thought about it, but yeah, it's Hobbit Simulator, like, 2001. Yeah, but it's only 5 learning points to learn how to skin animals. I think that's worth it, because you get so much more off of Bosper that way. And when we get there, I think from here on out, I'm not going to put points into mana. I think we can make do with what we got. So everything else we're going to get is incidental. As soon as I get in, I'm going to have a chat with Mixir. I'm going to save here. Don't remember if this is enough to one-shot the stone sentinels, but we'll give it a shot. It is not, but it's very close. Ah, crap, that doesn't do it either. I just had a better follow-up spell. I think the Wind Fist actually works pretty well against them. Don't know if they're still wounded. Yes, they are. Sweet.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder.
That's how we do it.
You'll regret this.
For what? Oh, shit. That was an accident. I walked out here with the AoE, so I hit all the mages. Yeah, but again, you're still better off. Unless you really need that 5 learning points and you know exactly what you're going to do with it. What the crap was that? Oh yeah, I forgot there's random earthquakes in this area. Just you wait, you some bitch. Oh, I forgot I can make potions too. Is that my blood? Holy shit. I bleed a lot. I like how they darkened the blood decals. They're so, like, vibrant in the normal game.
I don't talk to filthy...
Oh, crap. That's a problem. The mages won't talk to me now because I hit them all with the storm. I don't know. Are they vulnerable to the ice block? They are. Potion. This might be enough to kill him. They actually take a lot of damage from the DOT. Now we wait before going through the portal. Alright, everybody chill. I was not about to go buy a whole bunch of Oblivion spells and try and get them all to chill out. Right, I forgot about that. All the, what you call them? Stone Sentinels disappear when Raven dies. Where the hell is Mixir? I want to start learning languages.
Any new findings?
The builders of these ruins fascinate me. It is just too bad that their language is as dead as they are.
Even their mighty rituals and summonings could not save them.
Summonings?
The builders had a strong connection to the spirit world. If I have understood correctly, they believed they were in constant contact with their ancestors. They held regular summonings and rituals to ask the spirits for advice or to gain enlightenment.
The undead that I know never had much to say.
The builders did not create soulless undead such as zombies or other evil creatures. These spirits were the souls of great warriors, priests, and rulers. So far, I have no doubt that they really exist.
How did these spirit summonings work?
The guardians of the dead had the...
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Teach me that.
We'll start with something easy. As a rule, texts written in the language of the peasants deal with worldly matters such as work. It was the common language of the city. Go and test.
For 5 learning points, we can read peasant writings. Now, we're never really going to use bows, so learning that isn't that helpful, but these tablets only sell for 15 gold apiece. It's not worth it to sell, in my opinion. You get some decent hit points from this. Oh crap, that drops it. For some reason I was hoping that spacebar would do a read all. Do you actually need to? I thought you could get by without it. Oh, that's right, yes. It's funny that you speak... You know what? That's actually the most hilarious thing. Because... he... speaks to you in the peasant language, but thinks that you're one of, like, the high healers or something. So that amuses me. Whatever that's worth. Get some strength. Well, that's all we got. That ain't bad. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a mandatory thing. I guess it's just for continuity's sake, they have to make sure you understand the language. But they don't want to force you to, you know, spend 15 learning points just to learn the warrior language. It could be that the written language and the spoken language aren't, like, necessarily the same thing. Like, maybe there's a global spoken language, but the written alphabets are different for the caste. Alrighty, well, let's go, I think I'll mop up some of the creatures around here first. God damn it. What? Oh my god, what bullshit. Get off of me, you dork. You fucking fuck. Right behind you, dork. Yeah, it's actually something I didn't know until like years ago when I was kind of sitting and idly listening to the music. But the Forgotten World soundtrack was the origin of the melody for Vista Point in Gothic 3. I didn't realize that Kai Rosenkrantz ripped off his own score for this game to create one of his most well-known tracks. Yeah, when the song starts playing, I'll sit there and listen to it. Maybe you'll catch the melody when it comes up. play here. I thought I was about to. Normally when the symbols go up, that means the track is about to change. Yeah, this is it. Let's listen closely. See if you catch it. I don't know if it fucked up because I was dropping frames like crazy when the melody came up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Really? You didn't hear it? Let's try again. It's the little, like, duty horn part. Let me crank up all my audio so you can hear it. Right here. Now you must have heard it. I don't think it is. It's way too precise to be coincidental. It's literally the exact same melody. Alright, well, we got a razor. He's still chewing, even though he's frozen.
Nothing there.
When I get a chance, I'll actually play them like side by side. You know, do that sort of pan speaker thing. And you'll hear that they're the exact same melody. Like, the same key and everything. Were from and still am. Uh-oh, Lizardo. I don't want to tell you. So, Ceteris told us about a fisherman nearby, and, well, we found him. I always wondered who wrote him this letter that we find on him. The moon is full, the watch will be distracted, sneak out, be careful. Just as a well-wisher. I'm just going to assume that it was Lance. Might have been one of the few things he was able to get through to him. But I'm not sure. Because the whole point is that Lance never really got close to the bandit, so I don't know how he would have gotten on the letter. No, that's not my cat. I have a cat, but that's not him. That's just a random cat I found on the internet. And he has, like, that smug, like, creeper face he has just always made me laugh. I've been meaning to replace it for a while now. But if I'm gonna do that, I want to like have some actual like commissioned, personalized artwork. But I don't know any artists to do that for me. I haven't been able to find any. Yeah, I know that's William, who Farum the Fisherman told us about, and we can go back and let him know what happened to him. But I'm just wondering who gave him the letter telling him how to sneak out of the bandit camp. Yeah, but I want something more personal. Like, I kind of want to do, you know, the things that people usually do where they have, like, an artist draw, like, a caricature of themselves as, like, an in-game character or something. What I was gonna do is have, like, someone draw me as, like, the nameless hero. But why would Patrick tell him how to sneak out and not trying to sneak anybody else out? Or maybe he was hoping that William would be able to get help for them somehow. But they didn't even know how to get back out of here. Because they got here by ship. How the hell was William going to get out of here unless Patrick was trying to get him to group up with the pirates and hope for the best?
Who on earth are you? You don't look like the others.
What others?
Well, the mages who are hanging around these ruins over there. Are you one of that bunch, then? Brave thing to run around here by yourself.
Who are you?
I'm sure you've heard of me before.
Oh, Skip said the same thing.
Alligator Jack. Feared all over the country. I'm one of the most dangerous pirates around here. Together with Captain Greg, I've boarded more merchant vessels than I can count. You're looking at a living legend here.
Never heard of you. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down just a bit. Yeah, when Greg showed up the first time, I was like, so like blown away. I also thought I was gonna get my ass kicked because, of course, he catches us in his hut.
Do you know a fellow named Raven?
Of course. He's the leader. What's your business?
I've got to kill him.
What? You? How are you going to do that? Isn't that guy way out of your league? You won't even get... You won't... The way I've got coming, that'll... Once you...
Yeah.
Your captain's name is Greg?
Right. He's the greatest pirate the sea ever spawned.
I think I know your captain. I met him in Corinus.
Greg, in Corinus? Nonsense. Greg, the only... He's...
If you... I need...
What would... It'll only... Everyone's going to...
Sounds good.
Yes, but only to someone who's suicidal.
Maybe I am.
Do you have...
We used to have one, but I don't...
Where's your...
See the cave passage? That's where I can take you there.
What would...
I'll have to get the boys some... You're a strong... I could use your help hunt...
What is it you hunt?
Only alligators, usually. But they're no good for eating. And there aren't any left around here anyway. So I take what I can find. Swamp rats.
What?
Most beasts around here taste like old socks, or they're as tough as alligator meat. Those fat swamp rats are the only thing that is remotely edible.
Tell me more.
We've been living here for years. Back before the war, everyone knew us from here to the mainland. Our flag, but those times are our Captain Greg. The rest of us are sitting here in... I hope he'll bring back...
I mean, it was 3 learning points, and I already wasted some anyway, so I just kind of used it to make up the difference.
Let's go.
Alright, are you?
But, yeah, considering... I think the pirate armor is 60 defense. I'm not sure it was all worth all that much. Also, nice of you to stop in. I didn't know if you were gonna make it to a live stream. So you can just let him kill everything, but I think you get some XP if you help him out with some of this. The main thing is helping him out with these swamp rats, I think. What's funny is you almost exactly spelled it. There's just an H after the J. So as a mage, if we want to help out Alligator Jack here, we have to be careful because hitting him with spells is a distinct possibility. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Don't worry about the goblins. It means don't worry.
The Hollow. There should be some of those beasts around here. Follow.
It is not time for that. It is never time for that. Don't worry, Jack, I got it. I heard another lurker. Where the hell is it? Crap.
Come here, you filthy beast.
You filthy beast.
One less monster around. I was afraid of that.
What?
This handful of beasts here is only about now. Watch out. If you...
Fine.
All right.
Well, it might be enough if only you actually picked up the meat that you hunted.
Come on.
Alright, let's settle down with the goblins, please. We have not even seen one yet.
You're not from around here, are you? You seem to have traveled far.
Busy?
Don't even ask. Henry wants me to chop down all the trees here.
Henry?
He's the leader of our troop. He stands around at the camp entrance all the time, talking big. More dedicated service to the community and all that crap. But he doesn't lift a finger himself.
Of course.
Where's your camp?
Just continue down this path here, to the west. You'll see Henry standing there soon enough.
Henry is your leader?
Yes, the leader of our raiding troop. Our captain is Greg, but he's not here at the moment.
Alright, with the goblins, please.
I need to...
Hey, the trees are... He'll have to wait for his wood a while long.
Maybe we should get a sharper saw. Yeah, I don't really understand. I'm not really sure what accent Malcolm is supposed to have. Alright, well, onward to the canyon. Let me, drink up first. Of course. God damn it, Jack! Why you gotta keep standing my shots?
One less monster around.
Christ, you're gonna die.
Nothing to be had there.
You drink so many damn potions. Maybe if you didn't stand in the way of my ice lance.
Come here, you filth.
God fucking damn it, Jack! Pissing me off. Now you're gonna say I didn't help you with anything because you kept standing in the way and getting yourself shot. Didn't let me actually kill anything.
Well done. We can use someone like you. You brought down one of those beasts on your first hunt.
Would have brought down them all if you didn't keep getting in the way.
Take this swamp rat meat to lazy old Morgan. You'll find him in our camp. He's probably lounging on the beach somewhere. He'll be waiting for this. Henry usually guards the entrance to the camp and keeps a lookout for bandits. If he refuses to let you in, just tell him that I sent you. Maybe that'll make him a bit more sociable. Henry is a little too eager and a bit bossy, too.
Can you teach me something?
Sure, I'm a good hunter, and I can show you how to skin animals, and I'll teach you.
I don't need to know any of that.
If you're Palisade.
Just...
Yes, yes, yes. Big thing I love about this expansion is the way it reskins so many ordinary enemies to make new ones. I realize how, like, incredibly angular the back legs of these rats are. These things probably have some, like, hella jumping skills if only they knew how to jump. Oh yeah, the grassland scavengers, yeah, they're pretty cool looking. I actually think the grassland scavengers are one of the cooler, just straight up enemies in this game.
I've activated another one of the teleport. Give me the next.
Of course. Was it difficult?
Was that a question?
Depends on how you look at it.
I could give you some gold. Would that help?
It couldn't hurt.
Let's see. Here are a few Oh, by the way, before I forget, Satcharas would like to talk to you. You should see him as soon as possible.
I find it interesting how they actually tie the advancement of, like, the story here to activating the teleporter stones. Well, let's see what old Satcharas...
It is good you came. We have new discoveries that we must share with you.
Let's
hear it. The sunken city once bore the name of Jarkandar. There were 5 rulers in the city who shared the power over their people. Each of these rulers had a mansion where he lived and kept his belongings. Therefore, in your search for the relics of the ancient culture, it is crucial that you should search through these mansions.
Where should I look for these mansions?
Riordan has studied the structure of the buildings in Jarkandar. He will tell you where you should look for the mansions.
What if these mansions no longer exist?
If you cannot find the houses, then they presumably sank with the city. However, should they still exist, they would be of inestimable value for our studies.
Nefarious told me about a flood.
It is written that Adonos himself descended from heaven to punish the unbelievers and banish them to the realm of the dead. Aroused by his holy wrath, he let the sea fall upon the builders of this city and swept them away. The swamp to the east still bears witness to these events of the past.
What could have made Adonos so angry?
The temple of this city was once a great, glorious structure. Everyone honored it and prayed to our god Adonos. Radamus, the son of the commander Quahodran, desecrated the temple. As a result, one after another fell victim to evil. I suspect that Adonos would not forgive this, and his revenge fell upon the land. This makes it even more important that we stop Raven. He is about to do exactly the same thing.
I mean, there's something just in the engine of these old games that tends to make them run terribly, even on new systems. Like, even like The Witcher, first one. Generally, I think had lower frame rate than newer games like Elex did, or Dark Souls 3 did, just because those are optimized for the capabilities of new hardware. These old games are not. They were built for hardware and built to run at like 24 frames a second. So unlocking that does not necessarily improve it. I have no idea why these things here respawn when we come through. Oh god. Mistakes. Fuck off, would you? God. So the good thing about the backstep with the two-handed weapons, even though he does that for some reason second sidestep for no good reason. You have immunity the whole time you're backing up. Never played it. Don't really care to. Not my kind of game. I don't know what Harden is. Oh. So we can go to Henry and try and get in. He's gonna force us to pay him for entry for some reason, but he will discount it if we tell him we came from Alligator Jack and give him the message from Malcolm. But I think there's a third thing. Best stalker game is Shadow of Chernobyl. Chernobyl. Only because it has the best atmosphere. It's the scariest one. I do think that in terms of just gameplay polish and everything...
Get out of my bed.
Fuck you. Best one is called Pripyat, of course. But I think it is worse because it's just smaller. I never really found the whole experience quite as atmospheric as Shadow of Chernobyl was. Because boom, boom, Ruski nuke explosion? I don't know what you mean. A nuclear explosion happened years before. So the thing is, I don't remember if we take out the, oh god. Get rid of them quick. Nobody ever saw those. I think if we take out the tower before going to see Henry, we can actually get the entry fee even cheaper. What, like Pripyat? Now, let's see what we can do about banditos. Oh, that worked. Yeah! Don't stand a chance. So, unfortunately, doing it this way, we don't get to hear the guy say, "You're an asshole." But, might be worth it. It's really just a test. I want to see if this does actually allow us to get into the pirate camp quicker. No, that's why I had to dispatch them before anybody laid eyes on them. It does, okay. Well, this will be to confirm. So if 100 gold is worth that much to you, I mean, the storm spell wiped them all out like nobody's business. So it's an easy way to save 100 gold. I don't think there's anything on top of these towers. Yeah, I know. That's why this is in the walkthrough. This is the, you know, this is the refresher stream and somewhat of an experimental one as well. Got a lot of cheap-ass daggers. Wow, I didn't realize there were 4 of these over here. The funny thing is, these manti would end up going after the bandits at some point. I think the bandits would be able to take care of them, but would at least soften them up for you. But then you lose the XP. Daggers are terrible weapons. Weapons best for killing goblins are the weapons best for killing anything else. Whoever just does the most damage.
Halt, friend or foe?
Foe.
Asking for a good spanking, you clown. Tell me what you want here.
He sounds like such a creep when he
and
says
fast.
that.
I want in there.
Really? That'll cost you, though. 500 gold pieces.
Huh? For what?
How about go fuck
Make
yourself?
such a fuss. There's plenty of stuff here in camp that might interest you. You got some gold, haven't you?
Can't we come to an agreement somehow?
Well, give me a good reason and I might make it cheaper for you.
I'm supposed to bring more than this meat.
Aha, and who sent you?
Alligator Jack.
I see.
Malcolm sent me.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? If they don't, also I keep straying.
Greg?
He's sure. He's not in the Francis piece.
What are you building?
We don't want to make it. Those bastards are getting more brazen. Some of those good for nothing, but that's only an advance. If they're really stupid enough to mount an attack.
Yeah.
About those...
Yes?
They're a history.
Did you pull that off all by yourself? Respect. Maybe you'll even be a real pirate someday.
Except I wiped them out with magic. I don't think that's a piratey thing
Why
to
would
do.
the bandit...
Because there's war between them and us. What did you think? Everything was peachy at first. We brought them here, they marched right into their swamp and left us alone. But now, those bastards...
I actually think Henry's kind of a hilarious guy to listen to, but I don't have time for that.
Let me in.
You brought me a... You want to play Aaron, and best of... You got that vomit in the tower off our... I never thought you could do 100 gold piece, or you just get lost.
So, yeah, I guess that saves us another 200.
You can provide...
Because otherwise, it would be 300 if we only brought the message and the meat. Right, yeah, I did take out the bandits.
I'm staying out of it.
What have we here? A fresh face, and not one of those filthy bandits, I hope. I'm Garrett. If there's anything you need, ask me first. I can get you, except for blue.
It's a shame we can never join the bandits and, you know, play turncoat on the pirates instead. That'd be kind of cool.
You're Captain Greg. He's a tough old and greedy. He makes, and if one of I once took that back.
Yeah, your compass.
He thinks it's as easy
Where Greg want anything? There's a Greg. If you
nobody will learn anything.
I'm skipping through all this. This guy doesn't have anything important.
Nobody wants to know.
What do you? You'd better. Greg.
Do you really believe
what
that?
Greg put him in but he can't even. Henry and the other. I can only. He'll give them all.
Anything new?
Nothing ever happened.
Let's deal.
There was no big.
Yeah, that's kind of a trade-off, but saving 200 gold probably worth it.
Wrong people.
You don't have to tell me that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
He simply needs to practice more.
I don't need those anymore.
Yeah, he really said that.
I don't know why I shouldered the sheepskin. But whatever.
That was obvious all along.
And there's more, believe me.
Don't think we're ever going to be able to use that.
Believe that?
That's no secret.
Hey, you!
Looky there, a newbie. And
a newbie.
You're a bit scrawny for a pirate.
He's got the worst accent I've ever heard.
Can you teach me something?
Teach you? You bet. But why would I want to do that?
Because I'll buy you a drink.
Not bad, kiddo. Got it. First try. But don't even bother to bring me some cheap rotgut.
I'll get you some grog.
Are you trying to poison me? I'm not touching that muck. Do you have any idea what's in there? Old Samuel has some good stuff as well. Go get me some of that. Have you ever tried Samuel's special recipe?
No, not yet.
Then have a go at it. Oh, I love this concoction.
Alright, well, I'll find you some.
Anything new?
Wait a moment. Not as far as I can see. Same old, same old.
That's hilarious.
Teach me.
You were going to...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
New here, are you? Great. We can use every man.
How are things?
Right now, all's quiet in the camp, so I'm going to relax a little. And if I were you, I'd do the same. Since the bandits are here now, the situation may change faster than we like.
What do you know about the bandits?
You mean besides the fact that they're a deadly menace and outnumber us by far?
Yes.
They're rolling in... Well, at least they were rolling in gold. But I doubt that it's because those bastards ran out of gold. It's more like...
I mean, those characters with, like, ponytails. That's about as much as it gets.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Same old thing, all over again.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
He really
Hey, fire! This heat by the fire makes me bloodthirsty.
You were bloodthirsty? What the hell does that mean?
Would have turned out differently.
Here, take a sip.
Thanks, man.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
Nope. I don't love how they swing that massive bottle like
We
that.
have to take care of this, and that's why I'm standing here day and night, slaving over a hot frying pan.
Not a frying pan, that's a fire.
Combing the beach. Last week, a fat merchant vessel hit a reef right off the coast, and all that good stuff is washing up on the beach now. I really hope someone's going to...
Really not my problem.
I don't think stuff can just wash up on the beach like that. Also, I thought the whole point was that merchant vessels don't travel anymore. I'm not sure how that happened.
Thinks it's as easy as that.
Yeah, no, look at the size of this freaking bottle that they swing up like it's nothing. A gulp.
That isn't true.
You drink that much in grog, you're probably
Crossing the path
not
of
waking
old
back up.
Skip again. I know you. The bay near the city, remember?
Of course I remember.
Skip, right?
I see, but I've seen your mug elsewhere in the meantime. But of course...
I honestly haven't experimented with the rooms that much, I'll be honest.
Certainly you.
Listen to the wrong people.
I really should do that more.
I used to say
But there's just like a lot of enemies that it just doesn't seem to do anything against. So, I don't know, this time around I'm gonna keep messing with it and see how well they work. I might even just spawn in all 6 rooms so I don't have to keep swapping them out. Just so I can play around with them.
What are you doing here?
I've just come back from Corinus.
I'm pretty sure that's how grog is made. It's watered down rum, basically.
He really should have
I saw Greg in Corinus.
Really? Damn. He should have been here with our I suppose. But certainly not today.
That's fine. He'll... Can you just imagine him and Skip just trying to keep going back and forth to try and meet each other?
What
can
you
be hilarious.
Bandits? Why do you we brought them? We used to. They were prepared, but those.
What happened?
Those so. But when I got to the, and that's not just stay. They'll go.
Yeah, Angus Hank.
Have you?
How to hold a sword.
Tell me,
Angus, and they. But he's the word.
The funniest thing about Skip, I think, is the fact that his bandana is actually just
I used to say that myself.
the hair texture. Like the ponytail hair texture, but turned red with some of the, you know, strands like painted over.
I need bandits' armor.
You want to go in there once, though?
Do you?
Been there, done that.
Yeah, who says they make it here? I mean, there's no sugarcane on Corinus, because it's not a tropical island. There is no Captain Jack.
I'm here to deliver some meat.
I need a sip to wake me up.
Get yourself some sip.
That's better. So again, what do you want?
I'm here to deliver some meat. From Alligator Jack?
I remember. Right. The meat. Give it here.
What are you doing here?
Greg made me commander of one of the 2 raiding troops. I'm responsible for keeping the camp supplied. Alligator, I'm also responsible for keeping those... That's what the boys do. I told him I don't want to see a single beast left around here when Greg comes back.
Do you ever do it?
Hey, none of that lip. Mine is the most important task of all. I train my people. I make them into the best and most fearless fighters who ever sailed these waters. And it's not like the lads do all that work for nothing. They get a good-sized bag of gold.
There's no worse accent in the English localization of this than the Scottish ones.
I want to join
those boys, but if you want to show everybody it's full of love, take them on. Welcome to...
Allow me to confiscate your rum.
Can you... Sure.
About...
Oh, don't... And that way, but
Yes, you ring.
Go live.
So we gotta clear the beach. He does. Because if you go to the still and loot everything there, and go back and talk to Vino, he mentions how his still got robbed. Why are the waves so loud? Can't hear shit. What is bad? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Ah, crap! Wasn't what I meant to use. Alright, let's make a run for it. Alright, well that worked. Don't want to hit the Shadow Beast in there yet, though. Oh yeah, the voice acting. The Scottish accents just sound so fake. Like some of the British ones are passable. Nah, you can hear where like the unpracticed accent shows through, but the Scottish ones are just dreadful. Alright, so let us save. Good way to deal with this if you are struggling is to get a summon, like a skeleton or something. We're gonna freeze them. Blast them with some of these. And that'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. And yeah, Shadow Beast horns are worth a lot, but we don't get the mission to sell them to Cypher or Buster in as a mage, so I'm not too concerned. Well, in vanilla Gothic 2, you could... I remember I used to kill the dragons with fireballs. Even the fire dragon was weak to it. This is kind of the annoying part, because we want to loot all the flotsam in on the beach here. We have to wade through the water. But if you zoom out the camera like this, it makes it easier to see everything. Such as the casket. Also, how on earth was this small dinghy hauling this massive statue? That thing would have sank the boat, no problem. piranhas, apparently, because if you swim out too far, you start losing health in it. Because you'll pop up saying that piranhas are nibbling on your boots. Fortunately, the distortion from DirectX 11 water is making it hard to see everything. Oh my god. I got stuck in the pickup animation. I don't think there's anything out quite that far. I don't remember. I think the barrier for... Oh. That was the only item that you ever have to actually, like, dive for in this game to pick up. Yeah, the Gothic 3, like, the boundary for swimming out was literally just an invisible wall. It's a shame they didn't do what the old GTA games used to do, where if you went out too far on the boat, you would show up on the other side of the map. Oh wow, a skull. Hang on, a skull? I don't think you could pick up skulls in this game. I don't know why I didn't think that. Yes, I will. I'm weighing up whether or not I want to just go to them as I, you know, cross them, or do it all in one trip. Got a rune. I think it's a blank rune. Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing about the... I think they call that the tide worm in Risen. The funny thing about it is it would just wash you back up on the shore. And if you jumped in the water in the harbor town, it would show you drowning and then washing up back on shore. On what engine? The Risen engine? That's just the same old, what you call it, the genome engine that they've used for all their games since Gothic 3. Oh, you can? Yeah, well, I think we already had one. I sold it anyway, because I don't care that much for it. Ah, get up the fucking thing, you fuck. That lurker's, like, in the water. Like, walking along the bottom. What the fuck? What the hell's this lurker doing? Look at him. Did he drown? I think he drowned. Oh no, he's swimming. What the fuck's he doing? Oh, this engine now. I don't even think anybody has the tools for this engine anymore. Like, Piranha Bytes probably didn't keep them. And to be frank, this isn't like a great engine anyway. It had some cool features for the time, but you're better off using something else. Yeah, I couldn't kill that lurker. He knew how to evade me. It's got fewer problems than Genome. By now, I think Piranha Bytes has finally managed to patch the Genome engine to be as good as it should have been for Gothic 3. But to be fair, Genome was not bad in Risen. Risen was like... It was a pretty stable game. There weren't that many problems with it. And they didn't overdeveloped the game for the engine. Like, Gothic 3 was just too big for it. Elex, they finally kind of worked it out, so there weren't as many performance issues. But Risen was their most stable game to date. Okay. I think I can one-shot the fire lizards with the storm. Well, they're just too far away. I cannot one-shot the lizards with a storm. That failed. Yeah, it is basically the smallest one. That's why in Risen 2 and 3 they segmented it into islands to avoid performance issues. Take that. This is how we cheese. That's the thing, they don't do burning like damage over time in this game. They did in Gothic 3 in that, I mean in Gothic 1, and that caused problems. Yeah, the thing is, I don't remember if it's, I don't know if it's true, but something I read a while ago on the forums was that Risen, Gothic was really developed. Chronobytes wanted to be like a developer of game development tools, and they came out with the Zengen, and were trying to license it. But to prove what it was capable of, they developed Gothic as kind of a like a marketing tool for it. But people end up really enjoying the game, but not so much being impressed with the engine, so they decided to get, you know, stick with game development instead. Yeah, that the burning effect in Gothic 1 was just real buggy. So I don't think you can ice block the fire lizards because they won't get frozen by it. I don't believe, anyway. I'm really burning through potions. Potions really are the biggest, I think, barrier to doing pure mage in this game.
What with?
Oh, I keep selling my fucking pickaxe. Who the hell's Lex? I don't like people lurking in my stream. What's it gonna do? There's a lot of zomboids in here. The storm spell. Oh, there's only 2. Oh no, there's an invisible one. Invisible zomboid. They're behind me. Take that. Oh god, this one's real tough. Good thing is, since zomboids are so slow, it's easy to back off, drink up, and come out blasting. Well, yeah, they obviously need to update it. This engine would not have supported stuff like Havoc physics or a massive open world. But they like working with their own tools for some reason. I don't know why, because a lot of their tools were not great. So they wrote a custom engine for Gothic 3, and that probably took up most of the time of development because Joe Wood wanted their game to deliver on schedule basically with Oblivion, or shortly afterwards. And that just did not really happen. That's what they keep saying. I know they did a big update for it, for Oblivion, but since then it's basically been the same. The funny thing is they renamed it for Skyrim, but people were like, no, this is pretty much the exact same engine. Uh-oh, it's gonna rain. It won't. They've already said it's gonna be the same engine. The only way they will make it on a new engine is basically if they learned a lesson from Fallout 76. That was one of the many, many complaints with that game, is the fact that the engine just does not cut it anymore. That Black Wolf I'll actually agree with you on, because there are way too many fucking goblins in that game. Almost as bad as Arcania. Nope. They refuse to license the engine or actually build a new one. They're just going to keep making all their games on the same engine till the end of time. Hello, Bellator. Let's go. Let's chat up Bones.
Hey, you. How's it going?
I can't complain. It's a bit boring, but at least I don't have to work. I'm preparing for the next task that Greg's given me.
What task?
I mustn't say. No offense, kid, but I've worked hard for the privilege, and I don't want to lose it again.
Can you teach me something?
I'm sorry, I've got no time right now. I've got some training to...
Who around here can teach me something?
Henry and Morgan are leading. They can teach you how to be a better... Henry's people all use Morgan prefers the faster, one-handed weapons.
Who else?
Beats me. I've never been interested in anything else, but I'm sure that...
All you're here to do is fight. Yeah, maybe they should call them Lazy Bones. Ha ha ha. I don't think we finished talking to Skip. I got distracted.
Can you tell me how to get into his hut?
Whoa there. Not so fast. You weren't thinking of ransacking Greg's stuff, were you? When he left, he gave the key to Francis and told him not to let anyone into his hut.
Now that you mention it, I don't think anyone is. Even Henry, who's the most active, still doesn't do his own work.
What? Francis, the captain, but none of... If you want to... He's got his... There isn't a...
Yeah, he really said that.
Have you got... If you want to trade...
Oh yeah, Garrett, we got your compass.
Yeah, he really said that.
Oh no, we don't, because I sold the pickaxe.
Nothing.
You have a pickaxe. You do. Give me that. 300 gold for a pickaxe.
Tell me you didn't know that. Yeah, he really said that.
No, even Greg doesn't work. That's why he made us go find all this treasure for him. He only paid us like 50 gold to boot. Boogie's alternate person? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, Francis, yeah. I get you. Oh, making other people work is the only thing anybody does.
I think I've found something.
I actually think that is the least worthwhile treasure site out of any of them. How much is a compass worth if we just sold it? I don't even see it. Oh. Not worth anything. Yeah, a lot of these custom textures for these objects are not right. Like, what the hell's up with this saw? It doesn't even look like a saw. It doesn't look like it would work very well. Yeah, I think Greg is, like, not just because he's a hilarious character, but he's one of the more compelling ones because over the course of the game, he's... like, you're constantly getting involved with him, and then by the end of it, like, you're actually, like, working together. It's just a shame that he doesn't really do much with you.
Do you really believe that?
No, the caskets don't open. The only casket that opens is Francis's hidden treasure. And actually, the problem with that is that it doesn't tell you what you get out of it when you open it. I can never really remember what it all is. The only thing I know is you get some gold and his ledger.
All over again.
Other than that,
I agree with you completely.
the only way I would be able to tell is basically by stashing our entire inventory, and then opening it and see what we get out of it. Yeah, that would be neat. I just wish we knew what happened to Greg, like, come Gothic 3. But I get the feeling like Gothic 3 really started, like, pre-planning and development before even this expansion was finished. Because they hardly referenced Jarkandar in this whole Night of the Raven at all.
A new fate. What do you want, Rump?
I want to...
Just don't... He sits on it. We'd all let... What do you want from... Really?
I need a bandit's arm.
Unless...
Yeah.
You've got some... I know that Francis is hidden once when we were on... I've no clue what he buried there. But maybe it... when the captain comes...
I've come to get my...
You guys...
I didn't mean to get that.
I want...
a decent booze should be... You don't find that here. My own...
Take a swig.
Ooh, impressive.
You wouldn't happen to know a good... Want another?
Give me some...
Rather vile muck.
So we gotta buy that stuff for, Sam? Yeah, that's what I always assumed, is that he was the bandit who stole our ship, but I wonder how he got there, considering he doesn't have a ship of his own. Prophecy for Gothic 3. Yeah, I know there is. Yeah. This is like Satirus Moonlights as a moonshiner.
What else?
I could...
Don't really have anything good for us. Say the silver plates and chalices for Halvor. And we are hasty herringed. I don't think the hasty herring is even as good as the speed potion. I don't think it'll last as long. Effects unknown. Probable side effects.
I've got no time for things like
such as poor balance and memory loss.
Here you go.
Down that.
Alright, so now he'll teach us strength and dexterity, I guess.
Here's your Yes, that's it. I never thought I'd see it again. Thanks, man. This time, Greg, here. Take this belt in return. It's my most...
down the hatch. It gives us a belt, which he says is one of his finest pieces.
Ever change?
I guess it ain't bad.
That'll never change.
55.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I guess we can swap them out.
It's
nothing
been known a long time.
So we don't have to do anything for Henry now that we've already taken down the bandit camp. So our only next step is to get into Greg's hut.
Well, welcome. One more. I should have said get one, but you already did.
Yep, so joining your raiding troop is not even a thing to do anymore. But let's turn into Morgan, since we took out all the creatures on the beach.
How are things going with you?
What's up? Tell him to get his... He can't wait.
What are...
We used them. Greg thought it would be a good... We can save ourselves. If the bandit... We should have never... If I'd known...
Bill is kind of a dick.
Can I...
Call me a dimwit. Just because I'm trying to make conversation here.
Can I...
No.
You were for...
All I know... It must... I don't know. Maybe you should...
You...
Yes. I kept myself afloat there, picking pockets and doing a little swindle or two. But whenever fewer ships came... At some point, I got... That's when I saw it.
Morning, Martin.